All right, let's take you live here to Newark. This is the scene right now. It's been going on now for hours. There's an ICE detention facility, and protesters are there. You can see bullhorns, and then you can see the federal officials there. Things got so out of hand, though. One U.S. senator says he was pepper sprayed after trying to get inside. There's this alleged hunger strike going on. New Jersey's governor denied entry to the building. And now, obviously, the pictures tell the story. Let's get you live to correspondent Sarah Williamson there on the ground in Newark for us. Sarah.
Hey, Bianca, look, it is a little hard for me to hear, so I apologise. But what we are seeing right now is some intermittent scuffles that are just continuing to break out as the people inside are allegedly on day 5 of their hunger strike. And these protesters say they are not going anywhere until their demands are met. Now, their demands are that Governor Mikey Sherrill is allowed to come in and see the facility for herself, which we know she was turned away 2 days ago when she did come to have that visit. And they also are demanding the release of people there in custody, the detainees that they say have health issues, and the youth as well. Now, as we have been here, we are seeing the crowd continuously grow. And as I said, there are some scuffles that are breaking out with some protesters agitating the federal officers who are standing here on guard. We've seen some human chains break out in response to the officers having to hold out their batons and block them as well. But we did hear earlier from Congressman Rob Menendez, who came in to give himself a tour of what was happening inside that facility. I did get to ask him a few questions, and I asked him, why Delaney Hall? What's the controversy about this place in particular? Take a listen.
So New Jersey only has 2 privately run detention centers. One is Elizabeth Center, which has had a history of different issues, but has soon tried to take corrective measures. Delaney Hall was opened in a rush to accommodate what the Trump administration wanted to do with its immigration enforcement. Just pulling as many people as possible, having quotas if they wanted all of their field offices to meet. And because this facility, one, was never meant to house this many individuals, and because there have been concerns from day one, none of those concerns have been addressed.
Now, Bianca, something else I did manage to ask him as well is about the hunger strike. I said, can you definitively tell us if there is or is not a hunger strike going on inside the facility? He says there is, and he says that DHS's definition of a hunger strike is that it's only considered one if it's been 72 hours of people not eating. Now, if this allegedly started on Friday, then they've gone past that 72-hour threshold. So his answer didn't exactly match up with what we're hearing from DHS. But before I let you go, Bianca, we're just going to pan through here. If I can get our cameraman, Tom, to show you, he's just sort of slowed down there. But one gentleman was getting a little arced up there with the officers, but things seem to certainly have slowed down. But look, right now, things do seem to be calm. But every now and then, as I mentioned, we're seeing some intermittent scuffles. These protesters saying they will not be going anywhere, so we're going to keep tracking it for you and come back to you as things continue to develop. Bianca.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.